It's the nation's number one talk news and sports radio station, 99.3 Nigeria Info, welcoming you to the most interesting news and current affairs conversation that you will ever hear on the radio. Like I always say, will be the most authentic news experience that you will have right here on the radio. And it's coming to you from the nation's economic capital, Lagos, Nigeria, specifically Victoria Island. My name is Maryann Okon. Welcome, Lagos. Welcome, world. This is Hard Facts. And we're starting off the show, of course, with the big three stories for today. And right after that, a young lady who drove all the way from London to Lagos last year is going to be here in the studio to talk to us about, taking a look at how she went through that whole drive from the United Kingdom to Africa and her experience. It's 1 year already. So Balumi will be here with us in the studio on the 4 o'clock hour. But on the 5 o'clock hour, we're talking about the mass movement and decampment of the Delta State PDP, led by the governor, his predecessors, and several other people, including local government authority chairmen. It's a mass move. A former spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party would be joining me on the 5 o'clock hour as we have that conversation once again. Welcome to the show. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is how we welcome you to the conversation.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court has suspended the Chicago stories. Never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
Husband was not a magician, and she was meeting campaign with her husband, knowing that. You should not put happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, let's look at the big stories for today. 2027, allow younger people to run. Baba-Ahmed tells Tinubu. Let me give you some background. Former presidential advisor Dr. Hakeem Baba-Ahmed has urged President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu to consider stepping aside for a new generation of Nigerians to carry the nation forward with fresh energy and ideas come 2027. In an open letter made available yesterday to Daily Trust newspaper, Baba-Ahmed appealed to Tinubu to shelve any plans of seeking re-election. What's the possibility of that, really? Let's move away from that. Let's look at Premium Times newspaper. The biggest story, obviously, that broke since yesterday and is still on the lips of every single person who's interested in politics in this country. Well, that's, of course, the Delta story, because James Onanefeibori, Maryann Okon, and, of course, Mr. Obovrevwori, have decided that they're fleeing the PDP to join the APC. They surrounded by local adversaries with his party losing grassroots support. Mr. Obovrevwori decided to flee the PDP to the APC after months of media speculation. The Delta State Governor Sheriff Obovrevwori has, defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress, abruptly, by the way, severing the control of the main opposition party, which was held in the all-rich South state for 26 years. Now, not just these former governors and the sitting governor that have left the party. The Pioneer State Chairman of the party, James Manager, announced also his defection after a meeting with governors and PDP leaders and stakeholders at Government House in Asaba. Also worthy of note is that the very first person to have decamped from the PDP to the APC is what's his name now? Senator, what's his name? The one who asked that we carry guns. Oh my goodness, I can't remember his name. It's gonna come to me. The one that's married to the movie star. Yes, he was the first person to decamp. And then of course this finally happened. But really, are you shocked? I was having a conversation with Format today, and he said, well, he sort of saw it coming. But could you have predicted that all of these people would move to the PDP in one fell swoop? And finally, on our big three story, Lagos local government chairmanship aspirant withdraws for Obasa's son. Wonders shall never end, they say. At first it was speculation, but then the vice chairman of Agege local government area in Lagos State, Mr. Oluwagbenga Abiola, has withdrawn his interest to vie for the chairmanship position of the local government in the upcoming July 12, 2025 council election. Abiola said he stepped down for Abdul Ghani Obasa, son of the Speaker of the House of Assembly. The hand of Isa? Godfatherism? Nepotism? Give it whatever name. Welcome to Hard Facts. The phone lines are open. We're live. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. You can be part of the conversation on WhatsApp 0809597585. You could also join the conversation on our live YouTube and Facebook pages. Just post your comments. We would love to hear from you. In a bit, I'll play you a video. Of a senator representing the APC speaking to the move of governors to the APC. And I love how Sheon Kimbale kept probing and making reference to the fact that, well, in his words, that this government, the APC's leadership has been a failure under the Buhari administration and under the Tinubu administration. And he's wondering what is attracting politicians to the APC. I would play you that response after I take a few of your calls, okay? But first, I want to say a happy birthday. I never do this, but I just want to say happy birthday to a young man who is celebrating today. He didn't tell me how old he is, but I want to say happy birthday to him quickly, very quickly, because it's important. I love birthdays, but I cannot pronounce his name properly, so I'm going to try my best. Temi Sami. Happy birthday to you. All right. Well, let's go, Lagos. 0201-277-0993. If you're male, for the female, 0201-465-7190. Ladies first. Hello.
Hello, Mimi Beke.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Chinenwa,
go ahead, please.
Mass defection from PDP, APC of Delta people. I am not surprised, though. It is welcome. You know what Bible says? Bible said in one way they will gather, but in so many ways they will scatter. So all these defections going to APC, they will go there when the national cake is not reaching everybody. They will still scatter. Don't mark my words. I'm telling you, they will still scatter again. That's my contribution, though.
Okay, all right. But you see, a lot of people are asking, is the APC trying to make Nigeria a one-party state? They've come out with a statement saying, no, that's not the plan. Don't forget, Ifeanyi Okowa, former running mate of Atiku Abubakar, by the way, recently had heavy allegations, fraud allegations, mismanagement of funds allegations leveled against him by the FCC. He was being investigated, and then he's a member of the APC. Where's the investigation? Oh, well, I'm having the EFCC join us next week. They were supposed to be here today, but he'll be here next week, Wednesday. These are the questions that I want to ask them. Is it really true that when you join the APC, your sins are forgiven? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good afternoon, my dear.
Turn off your radio. Turn off your radio right now, please.
Okay. The beautiful thing about this, the defection of mass defection from PDP to APC. What their leader, their chairman have said that whenever you come to, once you can come back to, if you can come to APC, all your sins are forgiven. All the governors, all of them that are the camp, they have different cases on their neck. So why would they decamp for that sin to be forgiven? Okowa who pocketed the whole whatever the reservation, whatever they call it, percentage of whatever they give to state, oil producing state. Okowa pocketed everything. That is really probing on that. They have not finished with that. It decamped to APC. Will they continue without probing? No, it will not be continued with. You understand? It is just a new phenomenon in Nigeria. But we all pray by the time this country is going to get to a point of no return as regard to these politicians, I pray God will sustain Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry. Do call me back. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Peter Omonse from Shomolu.
Peter, go ahead.
Maryann, where is Yaya Bello, APC? How much? He ran. He just entered the hole in APC and is covered. And Okowa also, he just entered APC. He's covered. Tell me any frontliner in APC that does not have loads of allegations from top to bottom, all of them. So just go there and hide. But the thing I want to tell Nigerians is that it's even easier this time around to vote them out if God give us grace to see 2027. Why am I saying this? We let all of them begin to defend. Let them go.
Peter, do you really think that your votes are needed? Because the idea is if you have all the governors, then the elections are sure.
In fact, that's where I'm going. Because I wanted to land by saying that at least, or if at all, there will be election in 2027. But all this scheming, all these manipulations, all this planning is to make sure that there will be no election. So just the person that you have picked from this place, go to Chatham House or go to France, then they will write the result for them. But if at all there will be election in Nigeria, and whoever will be the head of that electoral body will fear God and will know we die one day to give account. Will let Nigerians vote, and the vote of Nigerians will count. All of them in one basket now.
All right.
Throw them away.
All right,
there we
Peter.
Go.
I see the use of the word if. There is no certainty. In other words, you're saying that we have no hope in INEC. We have no hope in our electoral system. It's a wishy-washy system. And then all we have to do is just hope upon hope that God will come down from heaven and be the electoral umpire so that the votes of Nigerians will count. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, we have Emmanuel on land.
Go ahead.
I'm from Delta State, and I've always wanted another party to take over Delta State, but it's not in this manner. I would have loved it if a party that in power lose, at the ballot, to create a room for accountability. However, looking at the issue in Delta State, I can bet, I don't want to say with my life, that some of these people moving to APC, some of them will move out of APC before the 2027 election. Because there is this great Ogboru who wants to be a governor. This guy, Senator Ned Nwoko, that is his name we are looking for.
Yes, Ned Nwoko, yes.
Who wants to be a governor. Obovrevwori, who wants to be a governor. A lot of other people who want to be a governor. So these people have been on opposing sides before, fighting themselves in the political ring. So that all of them will come together, and want to give it to one person. I disagree. I know at a point they will scatter again, to look for greener pasture. Good afternoon to you, Maryann.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. In case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info, and we're broadcasting live from our audio-visual studios right here in Itimi and Crescent, Victoria Island. These are the big three stories just to bring you up to speed. 2027, allow younger people to run, says Baba-Ahmed to Tinubu. And Delta Governor has dumped the PDP for APC. That's been breaking news since yesterday. And then, of course, Lagos local government chairmanship aspirant has stepped down for Obasa's son. What a Lagos. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Action lady.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. This is Chris.
Hello, Mr. Chris. Go ahead, please.
APC is the best party so far in Nigeria. They are doing well.
Okay.
Yes, they are the best party. That is why everybody is jumping into APC. The good thing of Obovrevwori and Maryann Okon, they moved to APC. Not Delta people now. Is it not the APC people, PDP people that moved? Not Delta. Yeah. Insecurity, APC doing well. Corruption, they are doing well. Economy, they are doing well. That's why everybody is jumping into APC. And when I talk, our vote don't count. Some people will throw jabs at me. Now you just read how they step down for, is it Obasa's son, Abi? Mm-hmm. Hello, Action Lady.
Yes.
And I hear this morning during Uncle Jimmy show, this man is a very strong man. Nobody can defeat him. But somebody mentioned again in the morning, said El-Rufai is the only person who can wrestle this guy. And when I say El-Rufai sneeze, Nigeria catch cold, somebody goes, Naim they catch cold. Why I go say El-Rufai? I speak in parables. And they need El-Rufai, opposition party.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. We'll be back after this
coming
break.
Up. We'll be back in a moment.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire, their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight, each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher, the battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more. Register now and take your stand. Your time to shine is now at hand.
Registration is ongoing on www.nigeriainfo.fm.
And Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Welcome back to your #1 talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shegwa Rinze.
All right, we're back. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Maryann Okon. We're broadcasting live from our audio-visual studios right here in Tamiang Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. We're taking your thoughts on the big 3 stories for today. Allow for young people to run in 2027, says Baba-Ahmed to Tinubu. He says, Nigeria needs new energy, new ideas, but what's the possibility of that happening? And then, of course, the governor of Delta State has moved from the PDP to the APC, and he did not go alone. And for Lagos here, a Lagos State local government chairmanship aspirant has just stepped down for Obasa's son. Give me a name. What's it called now? What's this one called? I'd like to take your thoughts and comments. But yesterday, on Channels Television, Shehu Kimbaloye interviewed a representative of the APC at the national level, querying the sudden move of certain persons, especially those who are under investigation, into the APC. And what exactly, he asked, could be endearing these politicians to the APC when the APC, in his words, has been a failure over the years. Take a listen. This video is courtesy of Channels Television, by the way.
People will say it's for the beauty. The ugly bride, what happens when men are falling over? The question is that why would people be falling over themselves for your party? It could be a voodoo politics that you are playing, isn't it?
I'm a Muslim. I don't believe in voodoo. And I also believe, just as I told you, Amika Cabra said, tell no lie, claim no fiction. What you see today are serious, are outcome of serious efforts.
If many Nigerians describe your party as a failed party, based on your promises to the Nigerian people, With failure be attracting any kind of attraction that we're seeing?
It shows that the premise upon the analysis is also wrong. You see, anybody can...
Has your party not failed Nigerians?
We have not failed Nigerian people. And
what have you done to defend the promises? Have you been able to live up to the bidding of the promises you made at the campaign in 2023, Senator, as a party?
You see, let me tell you, you can, when it comes to making analysis, it's easy to just make statements and to just go. Last year, we had issues about food inflation in this country. This year, that food inflation had gone down, and there are empirical basis for you to go and be able to do so. Dealing with problem of development is never a straightforward thing. It's never a straightjacket thing. It's a process that has to come both with pains, both with gains. But what we are saying is that at the political level, our party is making gains because we are appealing.
Because of the pains? The pains. The unintentional or the uninformed decision and policy that your party has made that have thrown Nigeria into this kind of horror.
That is your own view, and which
of course, made policies that caused food inflation.
I've told you
that tumbled the Nigerian economy and caused Nigerians shame. These are the decision of the party in power.
I expected you when Mr. Adele Momodu was speaking. You gave him opportunity to say what he wants to say.
You're speaking, Senator.
So if you don't want me to say, perhaps I should excuse myself and leave your studio.
Senator,
I'm making some analysis. Whether you agree with it or not, that is my own viewpoint. Whatever you say, that may be your own viewpoint. But if you want to also be the questioner and the person that will answer the question, perhaps I may excuse myself from this place.
If I'm asking you a question, Senator, and as someone who is in power, you are the party in government, and if you are not delivering to the Nigerian people, it might be as uncomfortable as it may be right now, and the room might be hotter than you feel naturally.
I'm comfortable. Let me talk.
I'm allowing you to talk, but you're not answering the question. Whether or not you have performed to the expectation of the Nigerian people.
Possibly you may excuse me for
Senator,
a program if you don't want me to talk.
Have you committed, have you done to the Nigerian people what you promised?
Since we came into power, we have put in place NEL Fund, whereby no less than 500,000 Nigerian students have benefited from that. We have started Credit Corp to have access to consumer products, by Nigerian people. We have stimulated production in the agriculture sector, which has led to the downward spiral of food inflation. We have also been able to address the problem of source supply of resources for infrastructure development. We are also engaging in serious infrastructure development that will catalyze the economy. We are talking of the coastal way. We are talking of development of the rail sector. We are also talking about revamping our refinery so that we can increase the capacity for local production and reduce the pressure on the dollars. And of course, we have also been able to address some of the macroeconomic challenges we have, which had led to the reduction on the foreign debt before our government.
If you have to grade yourself as a party in power, how would you do that?
I would do 78. I would do 78%.
Really?
Yes.
You're an academic, Senator, and I hope that you probably be objective. Do you think that?
Of course, you can't expect me to be totally objective. I'm a partisan person, so.
Incredible, isn't it? Does this not remind you of the diversionary tactics of Daniel Bwala? And this is it with politicians. When you ask direct questions and they don't want to answer you, they start saying, I might leave the show, because it's like you already want to ask and answer the questions. But that's not the case. What is endearing people to the APC if we, the people, are saying, you guys have not done anything. You failed us totally. Under Buhari, you failed us. Under this administration, it's a sham. Why are politicians going to the APC? Unfortunately, this senator was unable to answer that question. Should I throw it to the audience? Let's go. Welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio, please.
I'm doing that right away. How are you, Lady Am?
Go ahead.
Thank you, my dear. My name is Prince YS, calling you from Amor of Faith. Now, the statement of the secretary to the PAPC, I think for me, I just want him to tell Mr. President that he promised Nigeria 24/7 electricity. Secondly, no estimated bill that was made for the president. And for the Delta revolution, it baffles me a lot that all the structure in the state moved to a party. I think that party is enjoying the revolution of Tinubu right now. So I just want them, not move from a party to another party. If you invest money, AFCC to come in and prove anybody. Good afternoon, my dear lady.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I want to read some messages on YouTube now and Facebook Live. I've got messages coming in. Tijani Akintayo here says, I'm not surprised by the chairman stepping down in Agege. It's like payback time for Obasa. Okay, interesting. Payback time. What about the people that these guys are representing? And this is detail for everyone. Whether you're a governor, you're a local government chairman, you're a legislator, what about the people that you're representing? It seems like, look, the truth is you guys don't even matter. This is politics, you guys. You don't matter. We do whatever we want because you know what? Your votes don't count. And we live our lives however we want. And we tell you the stories that we want to tell you and just keep it moving because you guys can't do anything. Where does the need, the what the people need, what the people want, where their voices, where does it count? Where does it come in? Where, at what point? Because Chris made a statement that, it's the politicians who moved, it's not the state. Yeah. But that means that the state automatically is under the rule of these people and they can just wing things however they like. Don't forget, it's the governors they want because those are the people who can swing the votes. Does that mean that our votes don't count at all and that we have no powers whatsoever? And so these people can do whatever they want to us on our behalf and nothing's going to happen? I'm curious. Omonike here says, the senator, Ned Nwoko. Thank you, Omonike Adebayo. Freddie Swa here says, if your vote counts, President Tinubu wouldn't have been president of Nigeria. Okay. Ebilade Ambo says, I know there are no saints in politics, especially Nigerian politics. I know when a conclave of thieves is disguising as political parties. Nigerians, the ball is in your court. Use your tongue to count your teeth in 2027. And Prince Leo here sent me a very long message that I cannot necessarily finish, but I'm just going to read a bit of it. It says, good afternoon. The defection of the opposition politicians to the APC is an indication that politicians are on one side for their selfish goals and good of the masses are left on the other divide, all alone, which means that these politicians selfishly unite against the masses for their own selfish goals and good. The masses should jealously unite against their tyrannical intentions, guide and bequeath on themselves democratic principle leaders that will care about everyone's welfare. Otherwise, the masses will be worse off in this ugly, disastrous development perpetrated by our greedy politicians. Okay. And back to the phone lines. Let's do this. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Zeboli calling from Ikorodu.
Go ahead.
First off, let me say thank you to you today for helping out my godson on his project. Maryann, God bless you in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. So, you asked a question. You said, why is everybody rushing to APC? Even when it's obvious that they are not doing anything cogently okay for the masses. Maryann, you know now. What can wash away their sins? Nothing but the blood of APC. It's a pity and a shame that these people are running from being probed when they've delved into the coffers of the Commonwealth. And so the next thing they can do is to follow what Oshomole has said, that if you are a sinner, you come under APC, you are a saint. I weep for my country. I weep for my nation. Look at what INEC is also proposing now so that they can rig more. See, I'm not inciting violence, but if there must be an election, Maryann, come 2027, the people must stand and defend their votes. You won't queue up in the sun and vote only for some unscrupulous elements to upturn those votes and waste them away and burn the ballot boxes. what you will do is as you vote, you'll be prepared to defend it with your sweat and with your blood. Except that we are going nowhere. Because these people are planning mass rigging, mass negativity, and they don't even really care about the people. So except we come to that portion or to that mindset, there is no for any of the Nigerian.
Thank you very much for calling. Rachel is calling us from Ikoyi. Hello, Rachel.
Hi, good afternoon. Please pardon my voice. I have a bit of sore throat.
It's okay, honey.
So, I just want to contribute to the discussion that's ongoing. And my 2 cents is they run and join whatever party they want. The unfortunate thing is that it's the people who is going to make them win or give them the confidence that they're going to win in 2027.
But it doesn't seem like they need the people, Rachel. It doesn't seem like you count. It's about their mathematics and their strategy. It's not yours. They don't care about yours.
Yeah, I guess, right? Because at the end of the day, they can strategize all they want and have all their roundtable talks all they want. Who's going to do the grassroots, what they call it, manpower work? Is this the people? Isn't it the people that are going to flash 200K, 50K, that can't even buy a bag of rice? I don't know those people that they're going to use. So even as much as they strategize, it's the people who's going to carry out and execute their plans, isn't it? So at the end of the day, it comes down to the people. If they want to collect the 200K, that's going to buy them, I think, 2 bags of rice. And if that's all they want for the next 4 years, then it's good and fine. Because at this point, I don't think ourselves with people moving from one party to the other, but rather holding people accountable. Because all sit here and cry from now to tomorrow, complain from now to tomorrow. Whoever wants to move from APC to PDP or LP or whatever, they can do what they need to do. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the people. So I really do not. I mean, that is also something that would give Obasa's son, right, the chance. And then you say, oh, someone said it's payback for Obasa. But then aren't there people in Agege local government, for example?
I wonder.
You get what I mean?
I wonder. But Rachel, thank you very much for calling. I need to keep it moving. Joy is calling us from Iba. Hello, Joy.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joy.
Maryann Okon, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Please, I want to say something about Obasa's son. Father is ruling. Now he wants his son to be among the ruling class. Have you seen how the country is moving? That means tomorrow, Tinubu's son will come up to be governor of Lagos State. Nobody will challenge. So that there is a song that we used to. There is a Mara Akara. If you leak, I leak. But now they don't want another person to leak that Akara oil again. It's only for their family. It's a pity. It's very big shame to this country. I don't know where we are going. So they want only their family. Is that how to rule a country? It's too bad.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you, Joy, for calling. Let's go to the guy's line. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Please call me back. Apologies for that. Call me back. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah. My name is Chike. I'm calling from Apapa.
Go ahead, Chike.
Yeah. You see, APC, I don't call them political party.
Why?
These guys are just like a group of armed gang. And Nigerians don't even know that these guys are just getting up and have been ganged up for a long time. All this one that you hear killings, is not that the government themselves don't have the power to stop this, bandit and terrorism. But it's just about their calculation and what Mia will benefit and what Mia cannot benefit. So what we're supposed to do now is they are pursuing their own interest. What's supposed to be our own interest? Because our own will come first. By 2027, let all of us come outside and vote. In fact, if you don't have voter's card, come outside, get your voter's card and come outside and vote. That's the kind of vote that if you throw it to the one we know that is an incompetent candidate, nobody will ring it.
All right.
No matter, even if even if Sheyi, the son of the president, become an INEC chairman, the vote will overpower them to rig.
All right.
And if they obtain the vote to announce a different thing other than what we voted for, we will tell them no.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling. I'm letting you go because of time. 60 seconds is all you have. Stick to your 60 seconds. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah.
Where are you calling from?
This is Olawale from Aja.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Well, in my own analysis, with that APC rep with Sheung, I'll give a 2/10. And 2/10 is not a good performance. One would expect that President Tinubu and his cabinet would look at how to work towards appealing to the people. Not all these decampees. With all these decampees, it means that the president is not ready to work for the people. And then the people will stand up when it comes to 2027. But I know the president needs the votes of the people. If not, what are the manipulations with the figures, the cancellation of figures in the INEC details? Why disenfranchise people from coming out to vote? Why set thugs to send people? I'm appealing to those who are forming a coalition. They should see what is happening. They should see the handwriting on the wall, because it is the responsibility of the political parties to follow, to ensure the votes count. And the votes are followed from the polling units up to the announcement.
Thank you very much for calling, Ms. Olawale. I have to move on. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ambrose.
Go ahead.
Maryann, this people now, I don't know if you have noticed it, from Daniel Bwala to this man that they were interviewing, to Wike, they have a particular style now. They harass journalists who interview them. The other one, Wike was telling the channels man that because he's the one interviewing him does not mean that he's his oga. You know, and every little thing now they will tell you they walk out of the studio. I just discovered that now, you know. They are now harassing journalists. How be it subtly, you know, and you know this why is Mahmoud saying that INEC will not use BVN? Shebi is leaving this year. So is he the one to determine what the next INEC chairman will do? You know, he's trying to score it for favor. I don't understand. And Maryann, 2027 is in the hands of God. They can permutate, yes.
Okay, all right.
We have seen it severally before. They can permutate, they can do all they want to do, but 2027 is in the hands of God. Nobody knows tomorrow.
Thank you for calling. Because of time, I have to let you go. Nigerians, I am so sorry. I believe in God and I love God and all that, yada, yada, yada. Stop it. You guys need to stop just hiding behind this, oh, God is going to help us. Everything's in the hands of God. I'm not even saying that, tomorrow is not in the hands of God or anything. I'm saying y'all need to stop leaving your responsibilities to God. God is God for a reason, and you're a person for a reason. You've got purpose to fulfill. What is your purpose? Every single thing is, oh, God will help us. It's only God that will help us in this country. What are you doing? Whatever happened to your hands, your feet, and your mouth? Whatever happened to your brains? Oh. Because these guys, I always say, every time after an election, the politicians don't wait for the water to dry. They start their own strategy. We wait and hope that God will send an angel to one of the parties and turn their hearts so that they can think about the people, and so that we'll all just go out and vote for that person that we really love. Jokers. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
CY from Satellite Town.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I just want to ask a very simple question. I mean, if one of these politicians that you journalists interview decide to walk out of the station, of what big deal is it? Does it take away anything from the journalist?
No, he can go. He just made us more famous. I mean, I would buy all
what is it about threatening journalists? I mean, it gets to me. You know, that day I was listening to Boala. If I were close to him, I don't know what I would do to him. I don't want to say it on radio. I mean, every single thing these days, now their catchphrase, our workers, they should go to, I don't know, for all I care. You know, so I don't know. But back on point, actually, the, what they call the...
Hello?
It's not, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
The campaign should not support Nigeria. They are like bunch of they'll just feast over carcasses. That's what they do. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much for calling. I could barely hear what you were saying. But someone here on Facebook is on YouTube Live is saying, majority of your callers are against Tinubu and his rugged policies. My question is, who are those who voted for Tinubu during the general election? Ask me. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. Go ahead, John.
Yeah. The person that said, the person that is talking about who are the people who voted for Tinubu. Nobody voted. Nobody for.
No, you can't say that. You can't say no. You can't say that. He had votes.
See,
what are you saying, sir?
See. What is just there is that I will just implore Nigerians to get their PVC against 2027. If it is even possible that everybody should go and start doing their registration now for their PVC, so that it won't be a matter of maybe when it's about 6 months to when it's election. That is when everyone will start running up and down because of their PVC. They should go and get their PVC right now, so that when that time comes, they will not say something has happened to the truck that is carrying the PVC to one particular local government to go and share whatever. Because this is so annoying. The APC is now they are now actually running the country as if they are running their own family business. I am actually overwhelmed at the way these people are doing that. Their things saying that they are ruling the country. It's very, very absurd. Okay. Imagine that one now decamping from PDP to APC. Believe me, before that 2027, you would see how many people that will run out of that APC. Honestly speaking.
Okay.
Honestly, because
all right.
we just have to sit up, get our PVCs and get ready to vote 2027.
All right, Dan. Thank you very much for calling. Let me go to WhatsApp now and read all your messages. I have about 3 minutes on the clock before we go on another break. In case you're just joining us, program is Hard Facts. These are the big three stories, and I will go on a quick 1 minute break. And when we come back, I'll still take more of your thoughts. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. But first, let's do justice to the WhatsApp messages. This is from Okwe, and he says, don't mind your listeners. When you hear them say God will help us, it means that they are helpless and they have given up. The angel that God sent to them is currently at the Vatican paying his last respect to the Pope. No, the angel is actually in Ukraine. It's in Sudan. The angel is in the DRC and in Palestine trying to save those babies. The angel is not here. Don't worry. They've given us all that we need to help ourselves if we are not helping ourselves on our own. This one says, let's see. These APC people and their supporters are from this same world that you and I are in. It means that the word shame doesn't exist again in dictionaries. Look at the unforgivable lies that man born of a woman was telling to the world on that channel's interview. Anyway, to answer your question as to why politicians are moving to the APC, even with their colossal failure that had led to the destruction of everything that they met on ground, it's obvious that Tinubu is, as usual, using the nation's resources in his control to waste on just a few people, just like what he did in Lagos at the detriment of the larger populace. Godfrey from Surulere. This one here says, one thing I want Nigerians to understand is that government is a transactional government. This government. I hope you understand what I mean. Maryann, I hope you listen to the APC man defending APC on channels. That's how they will continue with that propaganda till they leave office. APC of Buhari and that of Tinubu have nothing to offer Nigerians. And this one's from Robert. This one says, these defections are just for selfish reasons. Oshomole said it in 2019. Come to APC and your sins shall be forgiven. Tinubu is doing just exactly what he did in Lagos. The governors have been boxed into a corner. They're scared of the Fubara treatment. Some more will still join the APC. Even the INEC chairman will soon decamp from INEC to APC. Very funny. Politicians will always be politicians. They know that votes don't count. That's why they don't care about the people that voted them that voted them in before defecting. Okay. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. APC is the only party that is doing well. Corruption, they're doing well. Security, they're doing well. Borrowing, they're doing well, etc. That's why many politicians are decamping to the APC. Bilasus from Gowon Estate. All right, let me read one quick message before we go on that break. This one says, 3 days ago, I sent a message alleging that Tinubu has bought over prominent people in Nigeria, but you ask if I was bought. I'm not a prominent person in Nigeria. Japheth, I hear you. We've got to go on that break, Lagos. When we come back, I still have some minutes to read some of your messages, so stay with us. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is your number one station.
99.3.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
For news, sports, and talk that you can relate.
If I told 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.